what they do.
From good liver, good finick, manish water, Billy good eat, make the earring for your daughter, very good lunch,
Hey,
bite in your back.
hey, he make your daughter. Luther Shervington this morning. All rise and shine. Good morning, everybody. It's another Tuesday. And yes, I said Tuesday, not Tuesday, right here on Sunrise. And today, we're choosing a clean heart and a pure mind, cause guess what? With bad vibes, I go nowhere. Heller, we don't do bad vibes.
We don't do bad vibes.
And when you see Raymond Razor, you can't really be having a bad vibe because he has all the physics, the chemistry, and the bio for us to wipe out all of that. You understand? The stepping razor in the building this morning. Good morning, Mr. Price. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're looking good today.
Thank you. So are you?
Even with the purple, you're looking good today.
Always with the purple.
I know.
Forever.
I know.
Right?
I
Yes,
know.
darling.
I'm still
yeah,
trying to
royalty.
understand why? Oh, the royalty.
The
line.
royalty.
That's what you're going
Fortis
for?
forever, forever Fortis. That's what it is.
The royalty line.
Yes.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're looking
I'm
quite
good.
kingly.
Yeah.
You look like Marcus Garvey from Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, man of nobility, man of nobility. Up, up,
You
he mighty
mighty
raise Africa
for
for
the
Africans.
Africans.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah, you have to know them
I'm
strong
my
there.
favorite hero, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah. Because he was the first on the scene
Yeah.
as a regular black guy
Yeah.
that says, you know what, this system of colonialism and what was Jamaica then can't work. And he said from then, to make it work, you had to abandon everything British
Yes.
and come up with our own constitution.
Yes.
100 years ago.
Yes. I absolutely love him too.
And we're dealing with it now,
Yeah.
100 years later.
What I love about Marcus Garvey is the fact that even at that time, when a black person was pretty much, just viewed as, chattel, right?
Yeah.
You weren't even a human being.
Yeah.
For him to have had the consciousness to instill and inculcate the ideology, right, of a Garveyite, of a black man, be proud, be strong, be confident. Remember, he never had social media, he never had no newspaper,
Yeah.
and for him as a black man from Jamaica to impact the likes of Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And other great leaders,
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela, I say, yo.
As a matter of fact, you touch on that. You said Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela. There was a joke in high school, say, if as a black man, if your name not start with M or having M, you're not go great.
Oh, wow.
Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Mandela,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when your initials were...
And some people say Michael Manley, see that?
Michael.
See that? Aye.
So, when your initials were just RP...
Yeah. Well, my name is Eminent Teller. Look at that. Look at that.
But, one of the things they touch on that there wasn't any newspapers back then. He actually started.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
He was
definitely.
just, and he's still giving today.
Yes, a pioneer. And Raymond, for me, I do think that if, as a people, we, had more. We gravitated more toward his teachings. I think that would help us to build a stronger sense of identity, positive identity. And that is why I advocate for civics in school, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows it, the big red book.
You talk about red book, I'm putting up the amber light because I think, no disrespect, but I think that's the biggest capping. We need to introduce Garveyism in school. Yeah. I've been hearing that since I was in school.
Yes, time immemorial.
You know, and I ask the teachers' colleges, which teachers' college is teaching teachers how to teach civics or to teach Garveyism?
Yes.
And if you're not teaching the teachers to do it, and you keep saying we need to introduce it in schools, capping.
Capping.
Yeah.
Stop the capping.
Stop the capping on the Tuesday.
Yep.
It's time for your Tuesday headlines with our local Princess Diana. Your girl, TK.
I cannot.
You never see the big post with she and Diana. Everybody come under the comments and said
Really?
Diana for the whole second place.
You know,
I didn't see that.
Miss Kitty, I'd like you to know no one said that.
Oh,
No,
there was
they
not one.
said it to
Well, you
me.
know what?
That
Raymond
said
is my
that.
co-host, and I believe in Raymond.
You know what? I'll take it.
Like
I
how Jamaica
receive
bring
it.
the crackers.
I receive it. We will by no means go against the Princess Di, okay?
Yes.
Curfew for Cherry Tree Lane. Head of the Crime and Security Portfolio, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, has stated that a 96-hour curfew is now in effect for Cherry Tree Lane, Clarendon. This, of course, comes on the heels of Sunday night's fatal mass shooting of the 9 people, including a 7-year-old boy, while 10 others were injured.
I don't know. Yesterday, when I went home, I literally cried, right? When I thought about the children and the people and just the bloodbath that happened, it really affected me. It really hurt me. I was so embarrassed. It's like, I can't believe, say, a Jamaica this. Like, man, say, Father God, we need an intervention. We need something. And it just doesn't, it's not just about the police. It's not just about the government or the opposition. It's about us as a people. When did we become so barbaric, or when did barbarism become the norm? That we're not having ethnic cleansing. We're not having a holy war. We not have no famine. We don't have a problem.
No invasion.
No invasion.
Yeah.
What is all? TK, I cried yesterday. I felt so badly for the people who they've lost their loved ones. I'm saying a 7-year-old who him not live no life yet. Him no know nothing where I go on. No responsible.
A 1-year-old, 1-year-old is in
And
hospital.
when you think about it, they were doing
Crazy.
something as normal, as natural, and as usual on a Sunday. A family sitting down and playing bingo. It could have domino, it could have ludo, it could have been anything. This is, for me, a departure from everything I ever thought I knew about the consciousness and the state of being a Jamaican.
Yeah, it really hurt me.
It's foreign, it's alien, and it must be routed out. I better not go no further because I don't want to have to explain what I mean by routed out.
I can understand that. And, you know, to everybody affected, to the community impacted, to the families impacted, you know what I mean? We definitely are sending our love, and hopefully we can say that, you remember that time decades ago when that one mass shooting happened and it never happened again? Let's be able to say that, because that's crazy. All right, so next up, Aliyah Atkinson calls for greater government interest in swimming. Despite having a small contingent in Paris, Jamaica had representation in swimming for the 8th consecutive Olympic Games, thanks to debutantes Sabrina Lynn and Josh Curlew. However, national swim legend Aliyah Atkinson isn't satisfied with just sending 2 athletes. She says Jamaica could achieve greater success at future Olympics with greater investment in the sport.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Ireland, conditions apply.
So SnapTap is pretty much the revolutionized way in which we network and capture 5-star reviews.
Okay.
Right? So we're in the digital era, so, you know, we have to embrace it, right?
True.
And, you know, what we get to realize is that when persons are using physical business cards, you know, after a time, you know, it either fumble or tear, and, you know, you don't get...
we all lost them, kids. Tell the truth. We all lost them.
We don't get the sale or the customer.
Yeah.
Right. So this
Big up to the cleaners, because when I go back for the suit, they give me the cards.
Right. So this transcend into the digital space where everybody has their phone, it's their personal space, and when we're interacting with each other, you know, the business owner can tap it on the potential customer phone, and all the information is there saved, where persons can click save contact, view your social media, you know, and so much more. It's an endless opportunity and potential in which you can.
It's so much more, and Kitty was talking about the plus and the minus and the equal.
Right.
That's so much more.
Right.
What exactly does that include in terms of safety? So the information goes onto my phone,
right?
But does the person take anything from the phone?
No, absolutely not. I'm sure you guys are aware of like Linktree. So it's pretty much providing links in one safe area where persons would. It's like, for example, persons are typing your Instagram page on Instagram, right? But it's just providing a link, right? So there's no logging in information, password.
So they're not getting any information from my phone?
Okay. No,
because at one point I was worried about that.
No,
like, oh my God.
It's absolutely safe. It's absolutely safe, you know. Saving the contact, it's a breeze within 5 seconds, you know. Click it and it goes straight to your contact. And then the beauty of SnapTap is that we also have an app where I as the business owner, I can see how many persons actually save my contact information. So that empowers me with confidence, you know, knowing that the business is going further. Because when you hand out business card, you're not sure if the person is going to call.
That's the end of that interaction.
Right, exactly. So this takes it into a personal zone, and you can know for a fact that, you know, Raymond.
You have empirical data,
saved,
yes.
I
know who your customers are and where they are.
And you push your messaging.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
All right, so I can tick it that now makes sense.
Right.
I'm now on.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm very grateful to be a part of the J. Juan family. This is my second year being a part of the family. And I've been just so grateful for the community that J. Juan's provided. They set up a system so that students are supported from in Jamaica all the way till they get to Howard University, and still on campus, they're able to support us through mentorship, through the scholarship, of course, and just creating this community that you have and that you'll take with you throughout all 4 years.
What area of study are you pursuing now?
Sure. I'm currently studying computer science. I'm going into my 3rd year.
Wonderful. And Raymond, you said something a while ago. It's a buzzword, mentorship. How does mentorship help you, Sarah, and how important is it?
Mentorship helps me in my career because being from Jamaica, I'm obviously in a new country, and you don't get the same resources or support that someone would have if they had come and grown up in this country. So having J. Juan to support you, you're having people who can guide you, who can show you the ropes and basically tell you the right steps to take to move forward in your career path, to be successful, and just to be guided. And of course, so that you can have the skills to mentor other people in the future and to continue that cycle of support.
Amazing.
You know, Mark, as Sarah was speaking, you sit there just lean back smiling like a big brother. In other words, she's telling us exactly why J. Juan is around. Take it from there.
Yes. So the organization, as you mentioned, does provide scholarship to Jamaicans attending Howard University. We recognize that there was a big financial gap with the increasing prices in, everything. And the devaluation of the Jamaican dollar. Students going there finding it more difficult to fund their education. And you know, this is full circle for me. Having gone to Howard University, I know how difficult it is to be trying to focus on school and having to work at the same time to fund school.
So we need to figure it out.
In a new environment.
So primarily we wanted students to focus on their education and their academic experience. Howard was 4 of the best years of my life. And we want them to have that experience. So the scholarship was aimed at helping them to fund their education so that they can focus on actually going through school.
We've been around from 1975. So this is actually 49 years. By next year, big things coming up with our 50th anniversary. Right, and we've always been trying to give more and more offerings for education to the students and just try to educate the nation. So we just keep on offering new programs and just adding to the list.
For those of us who may not know, Davian, where is Brownstown Community College located?
Well, we actually have our main campus in Brownstown, St. Ann. But we also have our technical campus in Discovery Bay and our nursing campus in St. Ann's Bay. And there's even our industrial training unit in Lidford in St. Ann. So we have our 4 campuses spread across St. Ann.
And what are some of the areas of studies in terms of programs that persons can explore?
Well, definitely. We have certificate programs, we have diploma programs, associate degree programs, bachelor programs. They're all there. and technical programs as well.
And importantly, you have the sixth form pathway program.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
All right. So the government, for a few years now, has been saying that, we don't want students coming out at grade 11 and stopping. So they continue on for sixth form, grade 12, grade 13. And there's financial backing for that. So there's a $60,000 grant for those who qualify for it.
Right.
That goes towards the tuition. And so it's an incentive to keep them in school. And we at Brownstone Community College, many of our programs, they can take advantage of that $60,000 towards their tuition. And it helps a lot because especially in these challenging financial times, there are any way that they can get some sort of funds. So the sixth form pathway program we have for like our associate degree programs and bachelor programs, and even the certificate program, CAPE and so forth. They can do the sixth form and they would get the benefit.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
You listen to me, is it, Trevor Madden? I don't want you to gamble with my life or the lives of our children.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Yes, definitely. Well, I have to give thanks to Dr. Jelani Naya and to others for organizing this webinar. This is really a discussion about some of the work that I've been doing with my students around trying to see if we can actually locate some of these Black Star Line ships. My background training is in archaeology and specifically underwater archaeology. And over the last 2 years, we've been actually trying to see if we can take those skills and expertise and use them to try to locate some of these ships from the Black Star Line.
Right. Give us an idea or remind us about how many vessels were a part of the Black Star Line.
Yes. Well, most people know that the most famous discussion of trying to go back to Africa with the SS Phyllis Wheatley. And that ship was never fully purchased, but Garvey and the UNIA actually purchased 3 ships. There was the SS Shadyside, which is featured there. There's the SS Frederick Douglass, and then there was the SS Antonio Maceo. And then after that, a lot of people don't know, but after the Black Star Line closed, the Black Cross nurses opened up a trading and navigation company and purchased the SS the SS Booker T. Washington. I'm sorry.
So somebody listening, Doc, say for example, Uncle Bob up in Healthy Hill, right? Listening this morning, or the average Jamaican, Miss Joanne or Miss Angela listening. Why should we care about this? Why is this important to us right now?
Yes. Well, I think one of the biggest things I tell people, the work we're doing is no longer archaeology. I think what we're doing now is trying to recover ancestral memory. A lot of us know of the Black Star Line because of this movement of Back to Africa, but don't fully know the story of why it was important and what it did. Some of the work we're trying to do now is actually going through the old logs and the biographies to retrace the initial voyages of the Black Star Line. The SS Frederick Douglass, for example, was not only involved in shipping, but was actually involved in labor movements in the Caribbean as well. So they were taking striking workers in Panama and sending them to Cuba. It was really a mouthpiece for the UNIA and for this idea of Black unity throughout the Caribbean. And more importantly, it was part of a listening tour that Garvey and others engaged in, where they were able to listen to and understand what the struggles were for Black community in the diaspora in these early 1900s.
It is societal at large. By the way, I'm no longer at Pentecostal Tabernacle. I'm at Praise Sanctuary Ministries International.
Indeed.
Right.
Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It's societal. There's a thinking in society that when men express themselves, then they're weak. They're sissies. But that's actually false.
Right.
It actually is a very healthy thing to do. It prevents a lot of things that society is not prepared for. And one of the things that it actually prevents is that latent anger that tends to be bottled up within men. When a person doesn't have an avenue for outlet, to let out all that is happening, there is stress that goes on the heart, which is one of them. Rage, that because if a man is feeling the need to express himself, and then none of that happens, then they have a saying now, pressure bus pipe.
Yes.
You know, so it has to go somewhere.
Right.
And if he's not given that opportunity to release, then he's going to find an avenue. And that is why sometimes you hear people in society say, boy, these men, you see, you know, when in truth and in fact we create that monster.
No, and it's interesting, but I say the normal outlet would be to speak about, this is an issue to me, this is my trigger, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But that opportunity is denied.
Right.
And then it becomes stress, it becomes internalized, it becomes rage. The only acceptable as a man form of expression is physical, and then when it becomes violent, then it's antisocial, it's criminal, it's problematic. Are we setting up our men therefore to be failure?
We are. I've seen situations where when men try to express themselves, they're called sissies. You know, you talk too much, and when the man doesn't talk, then you say men don't talk. And the question I ask, what do you want him to do?
Yeah.
Because if he does, you have a problem. And when he doesn't, you still have a problem. So what should he do then?
So green belt, the catcher is called Ian Yondon.
Okay, the Ian Yondon. All right, and what does that mean?
The belt is the Basada.
Oh, Basada.
Purple belt is Teki Shodan.
Teki Shodan. That's a lot. And the blue belt?
Ian Godan.
Okay.
Ian Godan.
Yes.
Sensei, please, they're so intelligent, muy inteligente. Please tell us, karate. Yes. I didn't even realize that we had such a wonderful contingent here in Jamaica, and these youngsters are beaming and shining. So talk to us about them this morning.
Yes, morning to you and morning to our viewers. Yes, so we went to the World Cup as a team.
Yes.
We didn't get enough people because of sponsorship, lack of sponsorship. We needed more people because it's very expensive to travel to the Caribbean, really, especially to Guyana. Very expensive. So we'd love to have gotten more people, more students. But because of lack of funding, we didn't get to carry as much as we want. But the ones who went, we did well. We participated in most of the events, and we did exceptionally well, as you notice, with the different medals that we gotten.
Right.
Yes. So these are the smaller ones. We started from, in karate, we can take up to 3-year-old.
3 years, wow.
Right up to as old as you want to be, because it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's something that we continue doing. And once you stop, you lose it, basically. So we don't stop. Continue doing it, you know.
So how important is it to, you know, get this kind of discipline? And I see a big medal over there, right? And we have a video right now. So how long, Sensei, talk to me about how long have you guys been around? And when you talk about sponsorship, what kind of support do you need and are you looking for?
Well, financial support mainly.
Yes.
Financial support. You want to answer that, Sensei? Ras? This is Sensei Rastadius, right?
Okay, very well, sir. Rastadius.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
Nice having me. And finance, we always have that issue.
Yes.
But what we need to do is just market ourselves a little more.
Yes.
To get more attractiveness.
Well, guess what? You're right here on Sunrise, so you're shining brightly.
So what we will do is coordinate with more parents.
Yes.
And schools, because we're located at Stella Maris, St. Teresa, Lanneman's Prep, LLC, Tawile, Buff Bay, also St. Andrew Prep, and the Queen's Prep.
Wow. So if parents wanted to register their children?
Yes, they can either go wherever. Because I am at St. Andrew Prep from 2006.
Oh, wow.
Teaching karate there.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Mr. Badash. Ready?
Horse.
Ian Shodan. Yoi. Ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Hook. Sich. Batch. Ku. Ju. Ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Hook. Sit. Ach. 2, 2, each. Come in. Right.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
The concentration on their faces.
Yes. I love that. No, and guys, I want parents to see this because, as Sente was saying, this is not a contact
sport.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about preventing the contact, right? And being very respectful, being very confident, so parents can be rest assured that their children are in safe hands and in a safe environment. Why them bodies? See me if you back up.
Ready, Miss Bidosh? Now this is a demonstration of sparring. Right? Yoli. You begin. Come here. Read. And move back.
I love the respect and the order. You see that, guys? The respect, the order, and still that confidence, that concentration and coordination. That is no easy feat. All right, let's see the older persons now, please. Yes, thank you. I love this. I can see this. I can, yeah.
Come.
But no, when they want to.
You're one of those parents that's going to register.
Yes, I'm registering her. Okay. Yes, she's registered Sensei. Yes, yes, I'm all for this. All right, so we have the younger person, well, the older ones are going to show us now. Sensei, go ahead, please.
Mr. Bidosh.
Well, just to tell you, this is the demonstration of the kata that was just done.
Okay,
to show you how you use the kata.
Yes.
Because the kata is like an imaginary fighting style.
Right.
So we're showing you now how we use the kata to defend ourselves.
Okay,
yes.
Very well. All right, let's go. Thank you. Wants to watch.
Mr. Bidosh. Right. Ian Shodan Bunkai. Yoi. Ajimi.
Hey!
Okay.
And we wrap for today. Thank you for choosing to shine with us right here on Sunrise.
Come everybody, wants to watch. But Sensei, may I just ask quickly, I noticed the what's that about? What's the sound for?
When you exude that power, it's really not to just say the sound, so you punch. So you exhale. So you inhale, and then you exhale when you punch, so that gives you the power from the sikatan then.
So like, ha!
Yes, right.
Ha!
So it's not just to say the sound,
Hadouken!
It's like every time you release, you make that sound.
I like that sound.
There you go. If you missed out on anything or you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, we've got